Vinyl, DIY paint, or color match from Hogworkz. When you've got a bike with a color this specific, which one do you choose? I thought I knew the answer, but I was wrong. Hey y'all, I'm Ro, and this channel is all about my motorcycle journey in and out of the garage. And this is not going to be your typical step-by-step mod video. I'll show you exactly how I got here, what I tried, what did not work, and what finally did. Now let's go back to the beginning and let me set the scene. I had a 2019 Kawasaki Vaquero with the Harley tour pack on it. I know. But listen, Vaquero parts were not easy to come by, so you just work with what you got. But then I got him. Don Lino, my 2021 Road Glide Special in Billiard Teal. And naturally, I wanted to move my tour pack over to the new bike. Simple enough, right? No, it didn't work out that way. It did not work out that way. I even found a company that does color match vinyl, but for a 3x5, which is this size, they were charging $60. And then for a 15-foot roll, it was $1,200. And I was like, yeah. I'm gonna figure this thing out, okay? Because that's what I do. I'm a problem solver. That's what makes me great. That's what makes me me. So I'm like, what do I do? And then boom, it clicked. I painted a whole bike before. A whole bike from front to back. And the proof was in the driveway. I've always had this love for putting my own creative touch on each one of my bikes. So I went from this to this with DIY paint. So vinyl was out of the question, just simply because it was out of my budget, let's be honest. But also because even with the more economical options out there, I still ran into a big issue color matching this Billiard Teal. But what I found with this Billiard Teal is what y'all see right now is not what I see. What you see on video and in photos is not how it presents in person. It's the weirdest thing. It'll make you think that you're a little bit crazy because it looks bluish. It looks like turquoise blue in pictures and videos, like a strong blue tint. And then in person, it has like this greenish hue that comes out. Like, I promise y'all, I'm not crazy. When y'all see me, tell me I'm not crazy because this bike does not look the same in videos as it does in person. But it might be, it's not me. It's not me. Option 1, nope. Option 2, nope. Option 3, this one has to work, nope. Option 4, nope. Option 5, nope. And then the last one, which will fool your eye into thinking, oh, this one is it. And then no, it changes colors, it's iridescent, so that's dead also. So those are the issues that I had with vinyl in this particular color. So now we tap back into the DIY paint. So I paint, and I sand, and I sand, and I paint. And the result was amateur at best. You know, it was decent. It was cool. It was nice. It was, but it wasn't, you know, top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it was time to call the experts when I kept looking at this tour pack and having to force myself to think that it looked fine. It didn't. But here comes Hogworkz with color match parts. No DIY paint, no color to match because it's fresh out the box, ready to go. Now, why didn't I do that from the beginning, you might ask? Well, I'm a creative, you see. I'm a DIYer, you know. Yeah, I probably should have did that from the beginning, but I had to try it first. So now we get into the installation of the tour pack and the tour pack light. Now I have to start by being honest. There's a song that says the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. And I wish he would have fought this battle for me because this installation made me want to throw the whole bike away at some points. But that's a personal problem, nothing to do with the product. Installation, 0 out of 10. Product, 20 out of 10. And you can use my code RHO for 5% off your discount, but just have somebody else help you install this thing. That's my only advice, okay? You'll see what I mean in this video. Anyway, the tour pack is going to come with the backrest, the mounting plate, and all the hardware that you need to get this thing installed. Barrel keys have usually given me issues on my other tour packs, but on this one, the Hogworkz tour pack, it has not. I've ridden in rain, haven't had any issues with rusting or the key not wanting to turn. It's just been great. So this is the mounting plate that comes with the tour pack. And my first task was to place this mounting plate into the bottom of the tour pack and then attach the tour pack mount on the opposite side using the hardware kit that Hogworkz provided. So now I'm putting the tour pack mount on the bottom of the tour pack, and this is where in hindsight I should have had help. I used one of my hands to support the tour pack, and my other hand was used to put the mount in place as well as put the washers and the bolts in place. But with a little bit of help, this process would have been really easy. So I'm almost at the finish line with this tour pack installation. All I had to do was put it on the docking hardware and lock it in place. But no, it could not be that simple, because you see me pushing and pulling and prodding. I could not get that mounting hardware to lock around the docking hardware until I researched and found that my docking hardware had one extra washer on one side that was preventing it from locking in place. Once I removed it, everything slid right into place. So this installation was just being difficult for no reason. Last step, tighten everything down. The easiest step I have had throughout this entire installation. Now, Hogworkz has been very instrumental in helping me reach my goal of lighting up my bike, because I want to be seen on the road at night. So the front is lit up, okay? You're gonna see me coming, but the back and the side still need a little bit of work. So we are working on that now with this tour pack light, because obviously it has a brake light and turn signals also, so it makes you a lot more visible in those situations also. Measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, drill once, but that did not work out in my favor. And I'm so sorry if you can hear the stress in my voice, but watching this installation back is just taking me back through it. Anyway, I measured to find the midpoint. I placed the guide. Then I measured again to confirm the first measurement. Then I measured a third time to confirm that the first measurement confirmed the second measurement and confirmed the third measurement. So then everything was confirmed. You with me? Okay. So boom, I do all that. I do everything I can in my power to make sure everything is right. I tape the guide in place. And then once I confirm it again to make sure that my measurements are right, I start taking off the adhesive so that you can attach the guide to the tour pack. Okay. So here I am sticking the guide to the tour pack after confirming on the first side, the second side, and the third side. And I get to drilling. And I get to drilling. And then I get to drilling. A small hole for the biggest one that I had to drill. And then a bigger drill bit. And it was at this point she realized the light was not lining up with the holes. Now the good news was the holes were not completely off, only a couple millimeters. So I was able to widen each hole just a little bit, put some Loctite on the screws, and put it in place. No issues from there. So now I'm at the finish line with this lighting install, and all I had to do was drill one more hole, and that one did not have to be perfect. It just needed to be wide enough to fit the wiring harness through to reach the seat. Now, of course, I had to throw in the tour pack liners after this install was done because they look good, but they also protect any electronics that you might be carrying in your tour pack, because if you hit a hard bump and it hits that hard tour pack, it may not be the best outcome. So since we're here talking about color match parts, I have to mention the stretch side covers from Hogworkz. Love them. It makes the bike look so sleek. So those are the three options that I tried: vinyl, DIY paint, or color matched, and all three can work. It really just comes down to your budget, your skill, and honestly your patience. For me, even with the install struggle, Hogworkz was the right call. The color was exact, the finish was clean, and I'm not out here second guessing it every time I walk up to the bike, and that's really all I needed. And if you're in the same boat with the special color, I hope this helped you figure out your answer too. But until next time for the next ride, bye y'all.